Good morning, St. Andrews, and happy Friday. I hope this message finds you and everyone in your lives safe and well. As I said last time I spoke to you in a setting like this, we miss you. We miss seeing the kids. We miss seeing the families. And we're really looking forward to that day, we hope, in the not too distant future when we can welcome you all back to campus. I come to you today with three goals in mind. It's been now 6 weeks since we've been in our online mode, and I want to take this opportunity to reflect briefly on where we've been, talk a little bit about the time between now and the end of school, and share some information with you about our planning for the start of school in September, which we are very much looking forward to. So 6 weeks since our online adventure began. As I said back at the time, this was going to be difficult, and it has been. But we have made great progress, and I think as I stand here now and reflect back on everything that's happened during this time, I'm struck by how much of the experiences that we've had have reflected the strength of our community. When I first came onto this campus a number of years ago, what hit me first was that this is a place that people know each other and really care about one another. And everything that's happened in my time since I've been here has been consistent with that, but that's never been on greater display than it has in the last 6 weeks. To all of our families, I say thank you. We know your lives have been turned upside down. The support you've shown, the collaboration in which you have joined into the task of helping the kids has just really been great. And on behalf of all of the staff, I want to say thank you for that care and that consideration and that spirit of joining in. The kids have been wonderful, like they always are, resilient, hardworking, fun. We miss them. We know this has been easy for some of the children, hard for some of them, but all of them are doing their best, and we just can't say enough good things about them. Our staff has been great. The non-teaching staff, including the administrators as well as support people, have been working enormously hard behind the scenes to make sure that school moves forward well. A lot has come at us quickly, and the team's working super hard to make sure everything goes smoothly, so I want to thank them. And of course, I want to thank our teachers. This has felt like we were playing a soccer game, and then the ref blew the whistle and said, now we're playing lacrosse. We know we're still trying to score goals, but how you get there is very different, and this staff has been great. We have gotten better as time has gone by since we started this. I know we will continue to improve as time goes on. That's because of the hard work of the staff. That's because of the help and support of our families. Every member of this teaching team has thrown him or herself into this work with a single-minded purpose of getting it right for the kids. And I just want to thank them for that. I'm proud to be part of this community. As you know, we have been tracking what the public schools have been doing in terms of online or in-person school, and currently we are committed to being online through May 15th. We've been looking at that very carefully and thinking about it carefully, and in consultation with the admin team and with the board leadership, I've made the decision that St. Andrews will remain in an online mode through the end of this academic year. It has made sense, I felt, as we've moved along, to take a little bit of a wait-and-see approach to our decision about the rest of the year. But right now I feel as if some clarity around that is helpful and important. It has also become obvious as the weeks have gone by that when we do get back onto campus, there are going to need to be some changes in our procedures and practices in light of the virus. And we want to make sure we're absolutely prepared for that when the moment arrives. And so this is the best decision for us in this moment. And so I want to make sure I share that with you now. It may be that some social distancing restrictions will be eased between now and the end of the school year. And if the possibility arrives for families to be back on campus in some form or fashion before school ends, we will certainly let you know that. but it will be online school between now and the end of the year. We are looking forward now, as we I think need to the start of school next year. School is set to kick off on Wednesday, September the 3rd. That's the Wednesday before Labor Day. We will be sending out a calendar with all of the important dates for next year soon, unless if it's not even on its way out there already. And we're really looking forward to next year. As I said, the effects of the virus will be with us for a long time. And when we are back on campus, I know that there will be things about what school looks like that will be different. We're not ready to announce all of what that's going to be because we don't know that yet, but things are starting to come into a little bit more focus. Our administrative team is hard at work on that right now, and we'll continue to look at that. When we get back onto campus, we will be fully prepared for that, and we are hopeful that that will be the first day of school next year. Of course, it's entirely possible that that may not be the case, that we may start next year in an online posture. And if that happens, we will do that with the benefit of the experience that we've had the last 6 weeks, the experiences that we will have between now and the end of school, and the careful preparation that will happen between the end of school over the summer and the start of next year, so that we will hit the ground running no matter what format we are in next year. The one thing that will stay the same is our commitment to having our focus be on the strength of this community, the care that we show for our students, and the spirit of collaboration that we have with our families that really makes our school special. So while there are a lot of unknowns around what all this is going to look like, that will not change. And so we're looking forward to that. I have one more piece of news regarding next year that I want to share with you now, and that relates to the assistant head of school position. As I mentioned earlier, Elaine Green had announced that she was going to be stepping away from that position. We'd started work on that and had met some candidates, and then the pandemic arrived. And that has made it impossible for us to meet in person with people, to have them come onto campus, to meet parents, to meet children, to see our school, and to feel what school is like here, and for us to really get to know people. And so we have gone in a little bit of a different direction and have done some planning, and I want to explain how all that will work because we're excited about it. All of the faces that you know and have worked with will be back next year, including Elaine Green. Elaine will be back with us in a part-time position. The primary focus of her work throughout the year will be on educational learning and support services, but she will also be working and continue to work with families and with the staff as she has. Some other people will be stepping up into some new roles. Eric Danowski will have the title of Director of Teaching and Learning, and as such, he will be leading our efforts to ensure that our curriculum is as well organized and strong and innovative and cutting edge as it can be. Eric will be working with the administrative team and with the staff to bring his talent and skills to that important work. Ms. Kristen Werner will be assuming a new title. She will be our Director of Student Life. And in that role, she will be looking after our character education program, which is centered primarily in our homeroom activities. She will also be the administrator responsible for our student code of conduct, and she'll serve as the moderator for our middle school student government next year. Ms. Werner will continue to teach 5th and 6th grade science, and we're excited about that. And so those two people will be assuming some new roles. Mr. Jeffrey Southworth will be back in his position as our Director of Advancement. I have asked Jeffrey to take on a little bit more responsibility, sort of as a point of contact for our families. We will continue to ask our parents to reach out directly to teachers for issues that relate to what's going on in the classroom. But when next year gets underway, if you have more general questions, we will ask that you reach out to Jeffrey. And Mr. Southworth will serve sort of as a director of those streams of communication, helping to ensure that your questions get answered as quickly and efficiently as they can by the people most responsible for them. So this was not the plan for the start of the year that we had several weeks ago, but I am excited about it. I have had some great conversations with all of the people that I mentioned, and we are all looking forward to starting the year next year with this new team in place and bringing great energy, enthusiasm to next year, and we're really looking forward to it. So on behalf of all of us here, I want to again say thank you for everything. I want to ask you to please stay safe, stay well. If you have any questions at all about anything that I've shared here, please don't hesitate to reach out. And I want to thank you again for your support. Have a good day and a good weekend, and I hope we get to see you soon. Thanks very much.